August 18th, 6:46 a.m. I stayed up. I should have stayed up. I should have gone to bed early. I stayed up. So I'm trying to take advantage that it's like, you know, I'm not working this week. I'm not working. I wanted to prepare the videos for next week, or at least for the next 2 weeks. Because I technically start work next week. And I don't have to worry about it, you know, the posting of the videos. But, so I stayed up. And it's funny, because, so I talk about this energy output that occurs. So, the energy that I'm watching in myself, right? I'm talking about moving, getting triggered, being alone. And it's still triggering me, so I'm still crying when I see it. And that happens sometimes. That's why there's a part, that's one of the reasons why it's a month apart, or there's a gap. Because sometimes I'm still processing, sometimes I'm still in it. So I was crying last night. You know, just how many times I've moved, and this person from my past. Me getting triggered. So I go to bed, and I have this dream. It's in a different time period, like a Pueblo time period. That's what it felt like. It was like a Pueblo time period. And he was there. And he was artistic. But he was also a musician. Didn't know that. In my dream. But he was a musician. And it was like, there was this feeling of like, gosh, what was that feeling? It was like this feeling of, like he had forgotten who he was. Like he had forgotten, or got distracted by something else, and he had forgotten that he was an artist and a musician, apparently, because that was new. But more the art. And there was this gallery, and it almost felt like I had put that together for him. Like I had put that together for him. Wanting him to remember. And he was so excited when he saw this place. that I created. And then it was like that's all he cared about. That's all he cared about. But this was like a different time period. And then there was this sense of like, there's a little girl, a baby. I don't know if it was mine. This baby seemed important. My mom was there. We were all in different bodies. That's what the weird thing is. We're all in different bodies. But it's like I know who they are. Even though we're in different bodies, I know who they are. There's this moment where he comes and he hugs me from behind. And it didn't feel like home anymore. The hug didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like home. It's weird. It didn't feel like home. So, MJ's morning message, she went live today. And it's funny because she's talking about moving. And there was some comfort in her struggle, right? She apparently has moved 26 times. One of the videos that triggered me was when I was talking about how many times I had moved and wondering when it was going to end. And she's talking about that moment for her, that this move for her was it. And how it's funny, she talked about boxes and getting rid of the boxes. And within me, with this move, I thought, well, why? There was more of this inclination to buy plastic boxes, because I'm just like, dude, I keep moving, like, why am I gonna keep trying to get paper boxes or cardboard boxes? I should just invest in plastic ones that last, so I don't have to keep buying them in case I move again. It's funny how she just gave advice about moving, and it was helpful, which how to make it your home with each move. To keep trying to make it cozy, keep trying to make it yours, no matter how long you stay. So that was important. And in retrospect, I think I tried to, in the past moves, try to make it homey. There might have been a point where I finally gave up, and a lot of my stuff I put away, because I was just like, why bring it out? There's no room, or no tiene sentido, because we keep moving. But I was happy for her that this move for her was her final move. She also talked about that I need to let it go. And I feel like I am. I mean, clearly that's a strong tie for a reason. And it doesn't feel so strong. And then she said something's going to be revealed to you through a dream. The reality of something or something. I have to listen to it again because I'm usually always half asleep, half awake when I listen to her. But she's talking about it. She's talking about it. It's something that and it's something about your soul revealing to you what you need to know in that moment to get you to that next step, she said. And that this was why it took this long for this to be revealed. So I wonder, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that all of this was laid out because I wasn't ready, because it just triggered a lot of other stuff in me, and eventually to move out here. That additional like little nudge, right? To move to where I needed to be, maybe. So that happened. This dream that just, I woke up in it. The presence of the dream just felt so strong. In the sense of like the images that sometimes there's dreams and you only remember parts of it or feelings or unaire. This dream was like moments were very strongly felt, so that I could remember it when I woke up. And I wonder if that was the first encounter. Because it didn't feel like home when he hugged me anymore. It didn't feel like home. He hugged me from the back. It didn't feel like home. It felt forced. That's what it felt like. It felt forced. It felt forced. And that's not home. That's not. And then she talked about the process of her finding a home, where she would get super excited, and then it would go away. It would go away. The home that she got excited about, until she found the right one. And then there wasn't a lot of excitement. It was, how does she describe it? She described it, it just flowed nicely. That's how she knew it was the right one. It just flowed. And it reminded me of the fire sign that I have yet to connect with. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. But when she described that's how she said she knew. She said that everything just flowed nicely. And when I had that encounter with him, that's how it felt like everything just flowed nicely. it was just this nice flow. I mean, we're still getting to know each other, but that was the feeling. And I think that's what I meant when I said that it kind of felt aligned in that sense. Like, aligned in the sense of like there were so many similarities that I picked up on, the little things. But it was a nice flow. That's all I remember. It wasn't this extreme pull. It was just a nice flow. And the funny thing is, my sister said the same thing. She said the same thing. Before I left, I was talking to her. And we were talking about connections. And I was talking to her about just that connection with this person from my past. And just that attraction, the pull. And then she said, when it's like that, it's not it. She said, and then she described the connections she's had in her past and then her current one. And she said, this one, the current partner, she said it wasn't because of her experiences. I mentioned that she's had a lot more experiences than I've had. And so in essence, it feels like she's an older sister sometimes, even though she's 5 years younger than me. But she said that when they met, there was this level of like, that they were a little on guard. In the sense of like I needed, who are you? Like that, like, who are you, really? So it wasn't this immediate, but it flowed. I remember saying there was this nice flow when they met. It wasn't this instant attraction or this instant connect, like it was just this flow. And then when they took it to that next level, she told me, she's like, we both said it at the same time. Why does it feel like we've known each other forever? I don't remember being this instant attraction immediately when I met him. That came after. It just... But it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm overthinking it. I need to let it go. Let it go. It's 7. I need to move. I need to hop on the next adventure and find a new parking spot. I think it's at 8. From 8 to 11, maybe. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I need to find the next adventure. Yeah. That was all. Alright. Take care. Bye. P.S. Forgot to add this part. In my dream, there was this desire, this goal to bring life back into the community, because it was kind of like dead, like it was dead. The community was dying, and there was this this pull to bring life back, breathe life back into the community. And the way we were going to do it was through art and music. I forgot to add that part because it felt important. That we wanted to bring life back into the community through art and music. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, that's all. I want to make sure I add that so I don't forget. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best.